Oh boy. Is he ignoring us? How rude. What do you Nipponese want? That's no way to greet the lawyer who's trying his hardest to prove your innocence, is it? Perhaps not. What? I apologize. So, what can I do for you, Mr. Naruhodo? What the heck? Lord Van Zeek speaking earnestly. Oh, the fog will lift over London for the first time in months tomorrow. This does feel very, very strange. Yep. Alright, apparently our case has been destroyed. Oh no. Welcome back everyone, it's late here. And we're continuing forward with this case. We're trying to figure out who murdered Gregson. And we've got the redhead and we figured out Gossip was actually the missing Mr. Virgil. And apparently he was working with Gregson and yeah, Gregson was giving him his inspector book and all that fun stuff. Anyway, I wonder how we plan to fight back from this. Let's continue. It would seem this confession oh boy, this confession completely destroys the defense's case. Oh no. Explain yourself, Prosecutor Asagi. Judge, can you please think for yourself for once? My learned friend's assertion was as follows. The victim was killed at another location on the day before his corpse was discovered. At the hands of these two red-headed league men when they imprisoned the inspector. The whole sound of like when Ryunosuke can't bang the desk, now he's doing it. But no, that can't be. After all, it wasn't the inspector who went to the park that day. It was me. Oh goodness. Finally, we have clarity. We had nothing to do with the murder of the inspector. Yeah, I don't believe that. And merci, Monsieur de la Défense, for proving it. Oh. What? Ah! Oh boy. Isn't this fun? Order! 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 Indeed, it would appear that we have reached the de facto conclusion of sorts. No. These witnesses had no involvement in the murder of the victim. As proven, somewhat ironically, by the defense. Ugh. I hereby call an end to the cross-examination. Oh no. Oh no. Oh? Who? What? Come on. And his theme too. Pardon me, my lord, but with your permission, I would like to pose one further question to the witness. Kazuma? What question, counsel? It concerns the events of 10 years ago. I believe you would have been present at a very significant execution that was carried out at the time. Oh. 10 years ago? The execution of the professor. Genshin Asagi. I want to know exactly what your involvement was. Oh, shoot. Oh. Answer me, man. One moment, counsel. Is this related to the current case? Naturally. It is the prosecution's belief that this case and the events of 10 years ago are inextricably linked. Does the defense concur, counsel? Kazuma. You're not yourself. You're not as calm and collected as usual. Poor Kazuma-sama. No wonder he's acting this way. Mr. Vigil's memories of what happened 10 years ago would tell the tale of Genshin Asagi's last moments, his own father. Oh, Kazuma. I know, I do understand that, but even so... Prosecutor Asagi. Oh. Do you genuinely believe that this question requires an answer in order to learn the truth behind Inspector Gregson's death? Look at his eyes. Oh my gosh. I need you to trust me, please. Oh. Very well, then the defense has no objection. I see. In that case, you will answer the question, witness. The truth is, I remember very little of that time. You've forgotten? Oh, I'm sorry to say, yes. As I said, I resigned from my role at the prison 10 years ago. But for some peculiar reason, my memory of the events leading up to that moment is extremely hazy. What? Oh, jeez. Oh, boy. Does that not strike you as strange, Miss Naruto? Sorry? Well, 10 years is a long time. But to have forgotten the reason why he left such an important job... Yes, you're right. And not only that, Mr. Vigil's claim contradicts what we already know. The human spirit is a fragile thing. It's broken all too easily, which is why we have a tendency to wrap it up for protection. Sorry? The human spirit? I'm afraid I don't understand what you mean. When we experience pain and suffering that we feel unable to bear, we block it out, obliterate it from our memories, seal it away. That's the price of trauma. But it never truly leaves us. If the seal is broken, the memories resurface. And when they do, that fragile spirit may finally be crushed. But I really don't... Kazuma-sama. Dang. But if it must be crushed, then so be it, because the truth will not stay buried. It's coming out, one way or another. Oh my gosh. Right, now I understand. It's clear what his intentions are. He means to expose the truth at any cost. Oh my gosh. Perhaps if I pointed out the contradiction in what Mr. Vigil claimed earlier, it might cause some crucial memories to return to him. But should I? Should I present the evidence or not? Do it! I have no idea how this is going to go, but this is a court of law, and I have a duty to pursue the truth. Yes! Mr. Vigil, I'd like you to look at this. Evidence that clearly contradicts your version of events. I'm gonna be honest here, I don't remember. Hold on. Okay, I believe it's this. Did we properly read this? Relief for violating clause 132. All rights to emancipate other defendant. Oh my gosh. Did I read this? I don't remember reading it. Aiding and abetting the escape from this prison of convict just prior to his execution. Details of the escape still being investigated. Full cooperation and inquiries would be expected. Indications are that jailbreak plot was conceived prior to the convict's incarceration. It's believed that the convict engaged in some form of negotiation with prison staff in order to secure assistance. Full disclosure of information regarding these negotiations will be demanded. Alright. Alright. I'm guessing this is what we have to present. Because he's like, he doesn't remember. Alright. Just a few moments ago, you made the following statement. I resigned from my role at the prison 10 years ago. Oh, right. I completely missed that, somehow. Well, yes. In other words, you claim to have left the post of chief warder of your own volition. Well, yes, of course. Why? Tell me. Do you remember seeing this document before? No, I don't. This is a dismissal notice, ordering the immediate termination of a prison staff member's employment. A dismissal notice? And the name on the notice is yours, Mr. Vigil. What? What? It's mine? Yes, sir. So you didn't resign from the prison service at all. For some reason, you were dismissed as chief warder from Barclay. No, there's been some mistake. I'm sure I tendered my resignation. This dismissal notice is nonsense. Oh no, isn't it? Oh, here we go. If you were forcibly dismissed, there must have been good reason. Clearly, you did something. Mr. Vigil, it's time to break the seal and have you remember. Oh boy. According to the few remaining records, the final execution that you supervised was on the 17th of June, 10 years ago. And on that day, something very serious took place at Barclay Prison. The 17th of June. Was that the professor's execution? Professor. Oh, geez. As you were the chief warder at the time, it stands to reason that you would have been present throughout the proceedings. It does sound familiar. What is going on? This is like a weird trip. Fever dream. And yet, the execution never took place. Convict, ostensibly executed earlier that day, later re-emerged from his grave. Convict came back to life? In the cemetery in the middle of the night, there was a witness. However, the witness claims that a moment after he saw the convict clambering out of his grave, a gunshot rang out from over his shoulder, and the bullet pierced the professor's chest, killing him instantly. Yeah, that's the part we never figured out. Who shot him? Those may have been the professor's actual last moments. Yes. Okay. Seeing as you were in charge of overseeing executions at the time, you must know the truth about what really happened. It's in your head, somewhere deep down. Remember, man, come on. Well, Chief Warder Daily Vigil, I know there are memories in your head that can explain what happened on the 17th of June 10 years ago. And now it's time for you to drag them up. Ugh. Mr. Vigil? Yes, the whole prison. It was complete chaos. Oh, does he remember? The prisoner escaped. He was killed in the cemetery. The shocking news ripped through Barclay like a hurricane. What? Oh, order! Do you mean to say, Mr. Vigil, that your memories of the time have returned? Oh, the professor theme, it's back. Oh boy. My head, it's like some floodgates have been opened. The images, screams. Oh, my goodness. The papers. There were reports, articles, about a man who'd seen a ghost. Yes, Enoch Drebber. But surely those reports were exaggerated. There were traces at the scene. Oh, traces of what? Oh boy. In Lowgate Cemetery at plot number 139. Blood. Lots of blood. That's where the man was buried, of course. Obviously, something terrible had happened there. The depths of conspiracy and depravity from which this tale is emerging are quite staggering. I have reviewed the police records from that time extensively. A thorough investigation was conducted by Scotland Yard to ascertain how the convict managed to escape in the first place. And the conclusion reached by the investigating team was that a member of the prison staff must have been involved. Ooh. Are you suggesting that a prison warder abetted the man's bid for freedom? Oh, here we go. Yes, and I was suspected of doing it, of using that mass murderer's execution as a way to help him escape. You did what? I remember now. The horror of it all is coming back to me. One evening, a few days after the execution, some detectives came to the prison. I was called to the governor's office at the top of the watchtower. Oh, alright. Sorry, Daly, this is a serious business, but I cannot help you, no. As chief warder, you are responsible for overseeing the execution of 4, eh? Well, it seems the fellas at Scotland Yard want to have a few wee words with you about it. You'd better pack your things, laddie. You're to attend in person. As soon as he told me that, my mind just went completely blank. Okay, dude, you need to stop spinning. That is definitely not helping your mind. Oh my gosh, this is bad. And the next thing I knew, Dude, calm down. Oh god. The professor, the most hated killer in our country's history. And I let him escape. I'm finished. My life is over. Oh, jeez. That's not horrific at all. Oh, man. Order! Bailiff! Fetch a doctor at once! Not good. Not good at all. Court is adjourned for today with immediate effect. Oh, I knew it. Alright. I didn't think we'd finish the trial in...
Mr. Vigil's collapse, proceedings came to an abrupt end for the day. Once again overshadowed by the legacy of that notorious killer, appearing like a cursed ghost ship on a foggy ocean. Lord Van Zeeks, Mr. Vigil, Cosima, and Gregson. All of them bound by invisible chains anchored to the same wreckage in the murky depths of the past. But the miraculous light that had been trying to cut through the gloom and shine on those tragic events was playing on the edges of the truth at last.
Okay. I'm kind of scared. Oh, why was that delivered like that? Oh god. That was a beautiful delivery, by the way. Well. Okay. So, definitely seems there's something big going on. Something huge. Oh boy. Yeah, but like I was saying, I knew we'd end up going to another investigation. Man, okay. Oh boy. I still can't quite believe what just happened. I know. I inquired with the bailiff after the court session was adjourned, and it seems Mr. Vigil was taken to hospital to recover. Right. 10 years ago now, Mr. Vigil attempted to commit suicide by jumping out of the window of the prison governor's office. Ever since then, he's completely blocked the memory of those events from his mind. Oh, yeah, that makes complete sense now. Nobody knew his secret, not his family, not even the man himself. But I forced it out into the open. Was it wrong of me to do that? Did I overstep the mark, I wonder? No. As much as it sucks, it had to be done. If it wasn't you, it would have come out eventually. Bruno! Oh, Iris. You were miles away. Anyway, I've brewed a fresh pot of soothing tea for you. Oh, thank you. You and Susie have had an exhausting day so far, haven't you? Oh. Thank you, Iris. How thoughtful of you. Do you happen to know where Mr. Sholmes is? When we came out of the courtroom back into the defendant's antechamber, he disappeared. Oh, no, I don't know. He just suddenly sprang to his feet and left. All he said was, I must leave. What? That's not suspicious at all. What? I wonder if he's pursuing the mystery of Inspector Gregson's death. Well, you know what Hurley's always saying, don't you? There are mysteries in this world that should perhaps never be solved. Uh-oh. Where the construction of a solution comes only at the expense of the destruction of something else. What does that mean? He knows very well that when you open someone else's old wounds, you often open your own, too. But he just can't take his own advice and leave well alone. Solving mysteries is too important to him. That's so true. That's what I like about Hurley, after all. No. I suppose that's the lot of a great detective in some ways. So then, let's have tea, and then I'll give you a hand. Oh, do you have time, Iris? Aw, yes, I finished this month's manuscript at last, with barely a day to spare before the deadline. Oh, I'm so looking forward to it. A brand new story to read in the adventures of Sherlock Sholmes. You know, I always hide Hurley's violin in the days before I have a deadline. You do? Poor Mr. Sholmes. I'm sure that's very wise, Iris. How sensible of you. Now then, my dear fellows, let's make a plan of action before we continue our investigation. I love her. Oh, I love her so much. Deserved on the violin. Deserved. Oh boy. So how did it go in court this morning? Well, we still don't know the truth about what really happened, but one thing's increasingly clear. Lord Van Zieks definitely didn't do it. Oh, goody. Yes, that's right. We managed to uncover several new facts as well. Oh, really? And there was another development too. Cosima. Yes, it's quite clear now that Cosima-sama is not himself. The way he's acting, it's almost as if he is possessed. Dang it. I know, I mean, at the end of the proceedings earlier, he was like a bloodhound the way he was chasing down Mr. Vigil's forgotten past. He's not normally so mercilessly persistent. I mean, can you blame him? It's his father. What's going on in his head, I wonder? I really hope it's not like revenge or something. Oh boy, I really need to sit down with Cosima and try to understand what he's going through. Yes, you should. And also, put him in his place. Tell him to calm down. If Gregson was really murdered the day before his body was discovered, then Lord Van Zieks has to be innocent, you see. What? The day before? Well, that should be easy enough to work out, just by examining the corpse, surely. Yes, you would expect so, but curiously, no time of death was included in the autopsy report. That is curious. There are still unanswered questions about Lord Van Zieks, though, aren't there? Ah, do you mean... I mean, what was he doing there on Fresno Street that day in the first place? I have a feeling we're gonna go talk to him to get the answers. Well, according to the man's testimony, he said he was investigating Inspector Gregson, didn't he? And it turns out that little room was actually the inspector's secret office. Oh, that sounds like it has all the makings of a wonderfully devilish plot. But then, Why was that notice board in there covered in all those particular papers? Papers about cases with a link to the Reaper. I'm starting to get a bad feeling about all this. Oh dear, that sounds more like something horribly devilish. I'm guessing Gregson was secretly investigating the Reaper stuff, and then maybe Strongheart got suspicious and then told Zeke to investigate Gregson? I don't know. We must start by looking into Inspector Gregson's movements of late. I never imagined I might have to be investigating an inspector's movements. Well, according to the entry in his diary, he was carrying out an incognito investigation of the Red-Headed League the day before his death. Oh, you mean he was doing the same as Hurley? Well, Mr. Sholmes was trying to apply, whereas the inspector was supposed to be investigating. I do wish it had been the other way around. Anyway, as it turns out, the inspector who went to investigate the Red-Headed League that day wasn't actually Gregson at all. It was Mr. Vigil, in possession of Gregson's identification. You know what that sounds like to me? Establishing an alibi. Oh my, yes, you're absolutely right, Iris. But why would Gregson need an alibi? It would appear that the inspector had something to do that he wished to keep secret. I don't believe it. I always thought he was just a harmless lover of fish and chips. But perhaps they were seasoned with something a little more potent than salt and vinegar. I think perhaps we should try to move away from food analogies. Well, anyway, if Lord Von Zeeks felt the need to investigate Gregson... Yes, I agree. We must try to find out what he knows. And head nudge nudge. Go talk to Zeeks. Vigil, you say? Isn't that the name of the lady who came to visit Hurley yesterday? That's right. To ask Mr. Sholmes if he would help her to find her missing husband. Only Mr. Sholmes completely passed the buck to us. Actually, didn't you say that Mr. Vigil had been taken to the hospital? Do you know which one? Ah, it's St. Sinner's again. Really? I'm starting to wonder if all the other hospitals in London have closed down, right? But that's amazing, Renaud. You found a lady's husband already. Well, I suppose I have. By accident. It counts. It counts. And 10 years ago, while Mr. Vigil was the chief warder at the prison, he was responsible for overseeing the professor's incarceration. No! So when the convict escaped, he was held responsible and immediately dismissed. Sometimes I really don't want to grow up. Aw. There's more. For 10 years after that, I feel that mood. While he was ostensibly working as a peddler, he also had another secret job. He was paid by Gregson to be his stand-in, to impersonate the inspector. To impersonate Grexy? But why? I have absolutely no idea. Ginny was right. I'm starting to think all adults are up to no good now. Including you, Renaud. Don't believe that. I haven't paid anyone to impersonate me. That means he has ties to the professor and to Inspector Gregson, though. So I do think we ought to pay a visit to Mr. Vigil, don't you? Back to St. Sinner's, then. Well, I think it's clear what we need to do, isn't it? Let us investigate, my dear fellows. Aw. Oh, Iris! You're more enthusiastic than usual today. If anyone has anything to hide, my special Wilson shooting iron will soon set them straight. No, that water pistol? It's stuffed full of piping hot It's stuffed full of a piping hot extra special blend of mine. And I'm quite sure it'll be very effective. I'd better be careful not to hide anything. Well, it feels a little strange that Mr. Sholmes is nowhere to be seen, but still, let's go and see what we can find out. We're gonna bump into him, just watch. Yes! Alright, guess we're off to the Reaper first. Oh boy. Okay, Mr. Reaper. Let's have a chat, shall we? Let's see. Oh, we need to go here too. Let's start with the prison. If it's not time, they'll be like, he's not here. It's fine. Oh, there he is. Of course he's here. And reading. I tell you though, if it were me in that position, not that I ever want to be in that position, I'd just want to sit and read too. Lord Von Zeeks is reading, look. He doesn't seem like he wants visitors, does he? But he must have noticed that we're here, surely. Oh boy. Is he ignoring us? How rude. What do you Nipponese want? That's no way to greet the lawyer who's trying his hardest to prove your innocence, is it? Perhaps not. Hmm? What? I apologize. So, what can I do for you, Mr. Naruhodo? What the heck? Lord Van Zeek, speaking earnestly. Oh, the fog will lift over London for the first time in months tomorrow. This does feel very, very strange. Yep. Oh, man. I must say I was impressed. Oh, well, thank you. Not by you. By your fellow Nipponese, your prosecutor friend. Oh, I see. Yes. Dang. It's sardonic, don't you think? For a man such as me, so loathing of the Nipponese, to be entirely at the mercy of the two of you. Oh man. I suppose it's retribution for having played the part of the Reaper all these years. Played the part? Didn't he say something like that? That he like knew about the rumors, and then he just let them grow to like decrease the amount of crime going on and all that stuff. You once told me that you gladly allowed people to believe you were the Reaper. There you go. Because it helped reduce the amount of serious crime that took place in London. If keeping quiet and playing the part benefits the cause, whoops. And, whoops, a cause I myself am committed to pursuing, then why would I choose to say anything? But the henchman of a criminal killed by the Reaper attacked you only the other day. And that was just the most recent of many attempts on your life, wasn't it? Someone is clearly profiting from your silence about all this. Someone is using you. It does make sense, actually. Believe me, ever since the Reaper first appeared, I've been doing my utmost to expose him. Or rather, expose the organization. Organization? Ah, it's a whole organization? It's inconceivable that all those accidents were orchestrated by one man. No, the Reaper always appears to have very accurate information about the accused in each case. Which can only mean that somebody at Scotland Yard is involved. Someone at... You can't mean... It's taken me many years, but I've finally identified the central figure in this Reaper organization. No. Tobias Gregson! Oh, that makes so much sense! No, no! Gregson, the Reaper? Gregson, why? So the reason you were investigating Inspector Gregson is because you intended to expose him as the Reaper? As I said, the Reaper of the Bailey is no single person. It's a highly secret organization with close ties to Scotland Yard. But there's no doubt that Gregson was a key member of that organization. I don't believe it. Are you saying that that he was behind all those awful criminals meeting their... Gregson didn't do the dirty work himself. Oh! He was the tactician. His job was to covertly investigate the marks and plot their assassinations. In order to do that, without arousing suspicion, He regularly needed a firm alibi, which is where Mr. Vigil came in, posing as the inspector. Vigil knows nothing of the Reaper, but the room he rents on Fresno Street was almost certainly the headquarters of the operation. Oh my gosh. Gregson would have met the assassin there for briefings. So we don't actually know who carried out the killings then? Actually, I do have a name. You what? Well, if you can name the man, you have the true identity of the Reaper already then. Or if I can name the woman. Who? Oh. She's a young woman by the name of Asa Shin. Wait, what? Shin? Oh my gosh. Now it all makes sense. It's all come full circle. Miss Asa Shin, the true name of a terrifying killer I know only too well. She came to Japan posing as a visiting student and murdered Dr. John H. Wilson. Then, just when it seemed that the diplomatic protection would help her escape Japan and conviction, the mysterious woman was herself murdered in a small summer beach hut. And that woman was actually the Reaper of the Bailey? That makes so much sense. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it's all connected like that. Mr. Naruhodo, this perhaps isn't the place to discuss. No, of course not. We can't mention it here. The fact that she killed Dr. John H. Wilson. Oh, Iris. Because Iris doesn't know, and it's very likely that the man was her father. Oh, Iris. We must protect Iris at all costs. Asa Shin, I should let father know at once. Yes, I agree. Oh my gosh, Gregson, why? Kazuma, isn't it? Kazuma Asagi. You say he's a friend of yours. My best friend. He's the whole reason I got to come to Britain. It was all on his merits. I have nothing but respect for him. Yes, I understand that only the very best students are selected for such opportunities. And I had a fine demonstration of how sharp he is in the proceedings earlier today. He missed nothing. In fact, his flawless performance very much reminded me of his father. Oh my gosh. Genshin Asagi, the professor. It's true that the aristocracy at the time was the root of numerous grave societal problems. They were abusing their power, playing with the common man as pawns in politics, in economics, in war. In many ways, Asagi was carving out a canker from society that we British couldn't deal with ourselves. I see. That's precisely why it makes no sense. Clint von Zieks was a noble and upstanding man. He wasn't corrupt. Why did that damn Nipponese have to go and take my brother's life? Aw, Zieks. In spite of having once saved mine. He saved your life? How did that happen? How in the world? How in the world did he save your life? It was 10 years ago on a foggy night. What was to be the professor's final strike had sent a wave of panic through the capital. So Clint von Zieks had already been killed at this point then. Genshin and I were walking down some back streets at a late hour. Of course, at that point, I had no idea of the true nature of the man at my side. Oh my god, imagine walking late at night with a serial killer who you think is a friend. Oh my, that's so creepy to imagine. All of a sudden, don't make a peep, you're coming with us. We were surrounded. All of our assailants were armed with pistols, their faces obscured by scarves. Clint was not only from noble heritage, he was a brilliant prosecutor as well. Scum of London hated the sight of him, and they had no sympathy for his younger brother either. Oh my gosh. I had been targeted several times before already. This poor guy. Yeah, it's Von Zeke's alright. We got him. I could hear them murmuring against themselves. I knew they were after me. But just when I thought my time had come, if I let them kill you, Clint would never forgive me. It was Asagi's voice, just a whisper in my ear. What? After that, I don't remember exactly what happened. The next thing I knew, there was silence all around. Kenshin lay on the cobbled street. Blood was seeping from his left hand. He'd shielded me. I don't understand. Then why? Why did he kill all those people? I don't get it. 2 days later, they arrested him. On suspicion of being London's most notorious mass murderer ever. The Professor. How awful for you. All at once, I lost the brother I revered, and a foreign friend I held in such high regard. I'm so sorry, Lord Von Zeeks. That's the end of my miserable tale. I never thought I'd recount it to anyone. Well, thank you for confiding in me. The Professor, the Reaper, and Inspector Gregson. I wonder just how intimately related they all are. I still can't quite believe that Gregson was essentially the Reaper, giving assassination orders to Giselle Brett. Mr. Naruhodo, let's go and inform my father. I'm sure our government will want to hear about this new information. Oh, that means I get to meet your daddy, Susie. Hooray! Yes, alright. Let's head back to the Great Waterloo Hotel then. Alright. Well, Mr. Vigil will have to wait then. Dang it. Every freaking second we learn something new that completely shatters what we know. This is crazy. Alright. Oh boy. I thought it yesterday and I think it again today. This place is so princely. It's a wild guess, but I have a feeling you'll think the same tomorrow too. My tea has a finer fragrance than whatever they're serving in the tea room here though, wouldn't you say? Ah, look who we have here. This is an unexpected pleasure. Yay! Ah, Father! Oh, is this your daddy, Susie? How lovely! What a charming young lady. And you are? Ah, really? So you're the author of The Adventures of Sherlock Sholmes, are you? Aw, her little cute bow, that was so cute! That's me, Iris Wilson, at your service, sir. Susie's been such a wonderful friend to me over the last year, you know? Well, Miss Wilson, I must say I read your work regularly and with much interest. Aw. Iris actually lives with Mr. Sholmes, you know, Father. Is that so? Well, perhaps that goes some way to explaining that bright look in your eyes. Aw, hee hee, that's so cute! You wouldn't be smiling so airily if you knew just how bright she is, believe me. Now then, young Naruhodo, it was a pleasure seeing you in action earlier. As an invitee of the symposium, I was allowed to observe from the gallery, after I twisted some arms. And I must say it was a truly exemplary performance. Oh, well, thank you very much. Although I'm fairly sure you omitted by Kazuma on the end there. No, please don't misunderstand. It was you who impressed me. Really? He didn't miss a step against Asagi, and we all know how capable he is. Really, to have matured into such a fine defense lawyer in less than a year is quite extraordinary. It's very kind of you to say so. And really nice to hear. Yeah, have some confidence, Ryunosuke, you're doing awesome. Why, I saw it in court today confirmed what I've been hoping for. The favor I mentioned yesterday, Naruhodo. I trust you haven't forgotten? Oh, no, you did mention something, didn't you? But first, we have something to report, Father. Of course, of course. Shall we take tea while we discuss matters further? I wonder where Judge Jigoku has got to. Alrighty. Father, do you know about the so-called Reaper of the Bailey? I've heard rumors. Some members of the judiciary explained it all to me yesterday. Of course, when I was a visiting student here in London, the Reaper was yet to emerge. Right, he didn't appear until after the case when the visiting students had already returned home. Lord Von Zeeks, who was in the dock today. That was Barak, the younger brother of Clint Von Zeeks, I believe. That's right, and he's known throughout London as the Reaper, as you've heard. But the truth is, it wasn't him behind all of those mysterious deaths, it was somebody else. I see. So what you're saying is, there's been a professional killer at work here? Exactly. Someone by the name of Asashin, in fact. I beg your pardon? Did you say Asashin? You mean that Giselle Brett woman who was responsible for killing my great friend? Oh no, a friend of yours was killed? Professor Mikotoba, I think perhaps we shouldn't discuss this right now. Because the friend that the professor is talking about is Dr. John H. Wilson. And that's not something we want Iris to find out about. Not like this, anyway. Oh boy. Ah, I've just remembered something. Biscuits. This hotel has the most delicious looking biscuits. That was right out of the blue. She's doing this deliberately. I think I'll go and see if I can purchase some. I wonder, would you like to come too, Iris? Oh yes. You just try to leave me behind. Oh, it's moments like that that show that she's still just a kid. So that young girl is called Iris Wilson, is she? Yes, that's right. And she's the author of all those adventure stories starring the great detective Sholmes. But the name of the credited author isn't Iris, is it? It's Dr. John H. Wilson. Yes, I know. That's the name of her father, you see. Her father? Dr. John H. Wilson. I was deeply indebted to the man for all the kindness he showed me during my time in London. That's why I was keen to reciprocate and invite him to the Imperial Yume University 4 years ago. But he was murdered last year by Giselle Brett. Why? Why would the hand of the Reaper stretch all the way to Japan? Iris knows nothing about that case, but it seems very likely that the victim, Dr. Wilson, was her father. Well, I can't say that we ever spoke about his family, so I don't know if he had a daughter or not. But I think I can say with some certainty that he was never the great detective's partner. So it could have been another Dr. Wilson, you think? Well, John and Wilson are both common names after all. That is true. I don't know, it seems too convenient to, it just seems too hard to believe that it's not him. Still, it's probably best not to mention this to the young lady until we can be sure. That's what we thought, yes. We're back! With cinnamon biscuits. Ooh, they smell delicious, Iris. I think cinnamon will go very well with the tea they serve here. Don't you, Susie? Yes, I'm sure you're right, Iris. Oh, man. I haven't seen Judge Jigoku for a while, have you? Guilty. Oh, man. But that guilty is still ringing in my ears. Come on, Rinosuke, the trial's long over. You won't be found guilty now, all these years later. No, now you mention it, I haven't seen him since this morning either. I suppose since the symposium's opening was postponed, he'll have gone to explore at the great exhibition. That reminds me of something you mentioned yesterday. About Judge Chikoku having once been in the dock himself. Yes, it was all tied up with that accursed trial. The closed trial of Kazuma's father. Seishiro was trying to mitigate Genshin's guilt, so he took to the stand to testify. But he got a little carried away and, actually managed to break the witness stand? What? How? Oh my. He also said some contemptuous words about the British Empire, for which he was charged. Oh dear. Although it's worryingly easy to imagine him doing that. Well, it was alright in the end. He was acquitted and we returned home to Japan together. Thank goodness. Yes. Talking of Seishiro, I have a copy of the photograph we all took together here yesterday. Please. No. Ryunosuke looks so nervous. Oh, what a lovely picture. It certainly seems to shout. We've arrived in Britain. Okay, but why is that in the court record? Oh man, why is that in the court record? None of us had any idea what was coming when we took that, did we? No, that's so true. Oh my gosh. I'm worried. Why is that in the court record? So you mentioned a favor that you'd like to ask me? Well, this fateful trial that you're fighting. One way or another, it will be over before long. And when it is, I'd like you to accompany me back to Japan. What? You want me to do... What? Father, what's the meaning of this? Now, Susato, you should understand. You've seen how our courts work firsthand. Japan's judicial system is in its infancy, especially when it comes to defense. Oh, you mean... The Supreme Court of Judicature is in desperate need of a good defense lawyer. I was thinking that, actually, when this game started. Like, with Kazuma gone, Ryunosuke in Britain, like, there's, like, no one else good there. Susato had to step up. As soon as possible. Really quite urgently, in fact. But... I've not even been in London a year yet. I've read all of Susato's reports. I'm well aware of your extraordinary talents, and having seen you in action with my own eyes earlier today, there's no question. You, Naruhodo, are precisely the man our country needs. Oh dang! Yay! But also, boo! So, you'd be leaving then, Runo? But then, what am I supposed to do, Father? Come back with him. Don't stay with Kazuma. You came here to serve as Asagi's judicial assistant. No! Oh yes, she's supposed to be Kazuma's assistant. Our government is still in the process of deciding how best to deal with his situation, though. You've always chosen your own path, Susato, and I trust your judgment. In this matter also. Father! Please, the pair of you, don't look so downcast. It's merely a suggestion, you understand? A hope, if I'm honest. But I won't force you. Aww. All I ask is that you consider it, and come to a decision by the time this trial concludes. Yes, alright. You won't leave, will you, Runo? Aww, Iris. Will we leave? I don't know. The thought hadn't even crossed my mind. Up until now, I've just been trying to do what I believed to be Kazuma's will. But it turns out that he's still alive, so... Where does that leave me? We'd be leaving Shomes too, I don't want to go. Well, if you'll excuse me now, I need to telegram government ministers and the Japanese police with this information about Asashun. Of course, Father. Thank you. I look forward to next month's installment, Miss Wilson. Oh good, and please do come to Baker Street sometime, won't you? We'd love to entertain you. I would be delighted. Oh. Best of luck for tomorrow, Naruhodo. And give my suggestion your full consideration, won't you? Yes, I will. Going back home? You know, Kazuma-sama has always meant a great deal to my father. I'm sure he'd love the chance to meet with him and talk to him about all of this. Yes, no doubt. What is going on? Oh my gosh. Asashin. Of course, it's so obvious. Of course! Where'd he come from? Oh my gosh. How could I have neglected to consider the possibility before now? Ugh, Mr. Sholmes! Harley, where have you been? Why, I joined you all for tea, of course. What an extraordinary question. I didn't notice you at all. No matter, no matter. Anyway, to more pressing concerns, Mr. Naruhodo. Oh, yes? He always comes in like a storm. I must dispatch a telegram to your country at once. It is a matter of much urgency. To Japan, you mean? Tell me, to whom can I entrust the task? Quickly now, who? Ah, well... My father has just now left to send a telegram to the Imperial Police Bureau of Japan himself. I see. Well, you look reliable enough for a bearded fellow. I don't think what father sports could be considered a beard, Mr. Sholmes. There's not a moment to lose. Kindly ask your trusty unshaven father to see this sent. This is sent. I will, but what is it? No questions at this time, if you please, Mrs. Otto. All we can do is pray that for once, my deduction is a why. Doesn't that imply that your deductions are normally correct, Mr. Sholmes? Which isn't exactly... Now then. You may be surprised to learn that I am a very busy man. I certainly have no time to hide behind setays and eavesdrop on other people's conversations. So that's what joining us for tea meant. I leave the sending of this in your hands then, my dear fellows. He's gone like a flash. Ah, wait a minute, Mr. Sholmes! He just sort of ran off, didn't he? At quite a pace. And left the unpaid bill for his tea behind too. Oh my gosh. What a character, what a character. I must catch up with father at the telegraph office at once. And I'll run and call us a cab. Straight away. And they're gone too, like a flash. And there was me thinking everyone would be clamoring to pay Mr. Sholmes' bill. They left him to pay it? Oh, Ryunosuke. Did he leave? Oh my gosh. Oh man. This place says that we should visit it. Does it? Alright, I guess we can see Mr. Vigil. And then we'll... Because that was the main two things. To see Mr. Zeeks. And... Vigil. If he's here. This is the ward where Mr. Vigil was brought, apparently. To be frank, I'm a little worried about seeing him again. Oh, there he is. Ah, the lawyer. Hello again. Are you feeling better now, Mr. Vigil? Yes, thank you. Somewhat better. I'm so sorry to have caused you to... I mean, it was because of me. If I hadn't exposed your secret and forced you to remember things you'd obviously tried to forget. The prosecutor was here until a few moments ago, too. You just missed him. Really? Kazuma? Oh, Kazuma beat us to it. He said much the same as you. He was very apologetic. Really? Current Kazuma? I'm joking. He's still a kind guy, I think. But the truth is, I brought this all upon myself. Please, don't think like that. keeping it from Evie, my wife, all these years. I've carried such a sense of guilt. But that's not the worst of it. Over time, I obviously came to deceive myself as well. You mean about your dismissal? Looking back now, I'm beginning to think that perhaps Inspector Gregson didn't stumble across me by accident at all. I mean, he compensated me so generously for acting as his stand-in. He was clearly concerned for my well-being and doing what he could to help. So perhaps Gregson knew exactly what had become of Mr. Vigil all along then. I'm sure this is just desserts for 10 years of lies and deception, but it wasn't me that helped the professor escape 10 years ago. It wasn't me. I swear it. I swear it's true. Oh, Mr. Vigil. I'm sure you'd rather not dredge up even more from your past at this time, but if possible, could you tell us exactly what really happened? I don't like that vacant stare in his eyes, man. I don't like it. I want to. I need to get this all off my chest. I just want someone to tell me what I should have done. That's gonna be hard, dude. Alright, we'll hear what you have to say next time. Oh my gosh. This is just getting worse and worse by the second. Oh my gosh. I don't know what to believe anymore. Alright, guys, that's gonna be it for this one. Oh, hope you guys are having an amazing day, and I'll see you in the next one where I don't even know anymore. Gregson, what the heck were you doing? Alright, see you later.